it's Elle. You know what time it is. It's time for our coffee and chit chat. So sit down, get comfortable, pour your little something to drink, and let's chit chat. What am I drinking? I have a little cinnamon dolce latte thing going on. It's a clear mug because I want y'all to know that I really do have coffee in here. And the mug of the month comes from Mubad, and I got this in a really old Pop Sugar must-have box. If you haven't heard of that, go to my blog, check it out. I have a code for you to click on the left-hand side of my blog. You'll see it's a big picture, so you can click on that and get your own box. So essentially just anything you can think of for health, beauty. There's some food in there. There's some jewelry usually. It's a really good box. So check that out. So that's my mug of the month. But if you would like to send me a mug and have it be featured here, I can advertise your business, your blog, whatever, please email me below at lcsyu@gmail.com and we will get that started. So tell me, how was your August? Did it fly by like mine did? So my August wasn't that great, to be honest, and I wasn't going to talk about this with you guys, but we're friends. This is a chit chat, and somebody out there needs to hear this, and the reasons that I don't want to talk about it are the reasons that I should. So essentially every August, I would say since about adolescence or so, I just feel this overwhelming sense of depression or sadness during the month of August. And it's not because summer's ending or anything like that. I just feel any negative thought about myself. I feel that I'm lame, that I'm boring, that I'm stupid, I'm weird, I'm ugly, that I'm a failure. Any of that stuff, I feel it during that month, and I tend to overanalyze situations. Something from I had told some friends and family that I was nominated for Atlanta's Best Beauty Blogger, and I'm excited about that, and they didn't say anything. They didn't say congratulations or wow, that's awesome, and it just really hurt my feelings. So I started to analyze the situation and think, you know, was I bragging about it? I'm not worthy of it. That's what it is. They don't think I'm a good blogger. I'm a failure at blogging and stuff like that. To overanalyzing, you didn't like my picture on Instagram. It's because I'm ugly, right? That's what it is. You know, or that I feel like I'm a failure because my blog isn't bigger, or, you know, I don't have kids, I'm not married. I shouldn't have traveled the world and got my education. I should have had kids by now, and it's too late, and, you know, I'm a failure because of that. So things I just question about myself that I shouldn't. And to say it out loud, it sounds silly and it sounds crazy, but somebody needed to hear this today, because you're not. The first thing is admitting that, hey, I'm not feeling like myself, and it's been that way for a while. And for me, I'm thankful that I know it's a pattern. I know that it's going to happen every August, even though it still sneaks up on me and I completely forget. I'll catch myself and be like, oh, you know, you're doing that again. You're doing that to yourself. And to tell myself that while those feelings that you have are real, they're not. The scenarios that you're thinking, they're not real. They're not real. People don't think that about you, and if they do, then they don't deserve to be in your life. And to know that the first step, like I said, is to recognize that something's going on, and then the second step is to talk to somebody about it. We have this huge stigma around anything with mental health because it means that we're weak. It means that we're weird. We don't want to be weird. We want to be normal. We want people to like us. We don't want people to worry and think that something's wrong. But just know that you're not alone, and that you can get help about this. It doesn't mean that you're weak, because we have to be like, oh, I've got to be strong. I've got to deal with this on my own. You don't have to. You just don't have to. And there's nothing wrong with reaching out and getting help for that. Just know that this doesn't have to last, and it won't last. And in my case, I know that it will end because it's hormonal. So some years, you know, it's only 3 weeks or so, and then some years it'll be like 2 months. Somebody out there needed to hear that message, to know that you're not alone, that you can get help, and that I'm here for you guys if you need it. P.S. If you're a family member or a friend who's watching this that actually knows me in real life, don't worry. I'm able to talk about this because I am over that period. So luckily this year was really, really mild, and it wasn't anything that was really bad. So on that note, August wasn't the best month, but there were some good things that happened. I got to go to a couple of blogging events, and you guys know that I suffer from social anxiety, so if I'm not bubbly and cheerful when I meet you, it's just because I'm really, really shy. So I'm working on that still, forever working. But I got to go to that. I had my very first radio interview, so I'll leave a link to that on the blog if you're interested. I also, like I said, got nominated for the Best Beauty Blogger. I'm kind of excited about it. And you can vote for that if you want to. You don't have to be an Atlanta resident, and you don't have to vote if you don't want to. Other things that happened in August, I got to go home to my family and see them a couple of times, so that's always good. I got to visit one of my friends. Her daughter was having a birthday in the town that I used to live in before I moved to Atlanta. And I don't know if you've ever done this before, but I lived there for almost a decade, and when I went back, it was like I'd never lived there. I felt like a stranger. Everything seemed different. I got lost. It just didn't feel any more like home to me. Has that ever happened to you? Something kind of silly. In an effort to like relax myself and make myself not stress out so much like I do during August, I've started taking what I call hotel baths. So I have 2 bathrooms, one that I obviously use, and then the other one's the guest one. So Sunday nights I make myself go in there and I'll take a bath, like to relax, because normally I'm not that kind of a girl that can just sit there. I feel like I have to be doing something, or that I'm wasting time sitting in a bath. So by doing this, it's allowed me to relax, and I call it a hotel bathroom, not because I take baths often or even because I take baths in hotels, but just because it's different. It feels different. It's weird, but it's just something cool. It makes me feel like I'm on a little vacation. I've watched some TV. I usually don't talk about TV and movies on here, so I thought I would for this month. TV-wise, I binge watched Louis. He just won an Emmy for Best Writing, so based on the life very loosely of Louis C.K., a favorite comedian of mine for years. If you are not very conservative, then, and you can understand vulgar humor and language in adult situations, then I think you would enjoy it. And I also started watching Orphan Black, which is a sci-fi show, and it is so good. The actress was definitely snubbed in not getting the Emmy nomination. She is stellar in that, so check that out. Orphan Black. It's sci-fi. I'm not normally into sci-fi, but it's really good. The only movie I saw this month was Boyhood, and that was really good. It follows an actor through 12 years of his life, so as a little boy to adulthood, and they follow all the other actors obviously, but it's very seamless and just unlike anything I'd seen, to be honest. But we're going to keep this on a positive note with favorite posts of the month. For those of you that like personal posts, I shared one called What Happened to Blogs that's really good, that kind of just gives my perspective of somebody who's been blogging for 4 years and has definitely seen a change. So be sure to check that out. I also did a post on how to kind of do your own blowout at home, how to fake that. There's a video for that too. And my last video on my favorites, my 100th video, definitely my favorite video of the month. Especially because there's the cutest dog in the world makes a cameo at the end. He's wearing a dang sombrero, y'all. If that's not enough to tune in, then I don't know what is. So now it's time for a product that I didn't love and a product that I did. The first product that I did not love is this Garnier BB Miracle Skin Perfector Daily Eye Roller. And you see how teeny tiny it is? It's very expensive. It's like $10 or $12, something like that. And it has a little roller, and you put this on underneath your eye. It has some product with color in it, and it works. Yes, the pigmentation is good despite being such a thin product. It really does have some decent coverage. I like the fact that the eye roller is super tiny, and it really does help to temporarily, you know, smooth out those puffy lids. But the reason I don't like it is too expensive, and you don't get that much product. I look like I've used this for months or something. I've only used it 4 times, and I feel like I'm squeezing the heck out of this, and nothing's coming out. I normally would squeeze it like this, but anyway, squeezing it and nothing comes out. So that's really frustrating. While I like this product, the 2 biggest things about it, I did not like it. So poor design there. They do have the taller rollers. One is green, and that doesn't have any color to it. And then they have one that is, you know, this kind of Garnier tan color. And that, I've liked that product, but I did like this one a lot better. I felt the pigmentation was better or something. The coverage was better, I mean, for this. But a product that I did like, I've talked about this before, the Garnier BB Cream. This is the Skin Renew, the anti-aging version. Same as the other version, nothing different there. And I suppose they made the packaging like this to kind of make them look like little twins, like the mama and the baby. I don't know, but I don't like the packaging on this either, because it just kind of collects in the cap and it's a little bit gross. But I've repurchased this I don't know how many times. I love it. If you have very dry skin and you want something that's going to give your skin a glow, that's going to give you just that light coverage, and you don't mind the smell, which this one doesn't smell, but it could be because I'm just used to it, I guess. But I love this. So that's this month's August coffee and chit chat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your support. And to thank you again for subscribing to my blog and watching my videos. I have a giveaway to Ulta that you can enter on the blog, so be sure to check that out. I also have a very sleepy puppy, but I also have a giveaway to Neutrogena if you want to try out the Pores No More challenge that they did, and he's ready to go nap. I'm ready to go to work. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. Be safe, behave, and be well. Be well. Love, L. Bye. Be well because we love you.